4日目ファーストツリーやっていこうかなと思います。ですね、実は録画ファイルが間違えて消してしまいました。ここから先を。なので、巻き戻ししてやり直しして、同じところまで戻ってきて、再録画してます。まあ、この先って言っても1箇所進んだところまでなんで大して進んでないんですけど、もうびっくりした。そしてチャプター保存じゃないからこれ思ってたより保存がなくてびっくりしました。まあ、とりあえずやってきます。のところ、まあ反抗期だったわけだけど、で前回の最後でちらっと出てました。お父さんが亡くなってたんで、まあいろいろ思い出すのももう辛くなってきた。最初の方になんかレイチェルだっけ、女の人がまた会ってどうのこうのすればいいわよ。使ったらどうこうって言ったかな。できてんのかなと思って、普通に親子喧嘩じゃないけど。よくあるって言っちゃいけないけど不仲みたいなのかなと思ってたらね、亡くなってたっていう話だとちょっとさ話が違うじゃん。
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
いや待って、ここどこよ。いや寝ちゃったからってこと？
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like? You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
喋るのめちゃめちゃはばかられるな、これ。なんかすごい。普通にラブストーリーだった。 あ、ファミリー。まあ、すごい鹿の。すごい。かわいい。おー、すごい。かわいい。めちゃめちゃ声聞こえる。いいね。キツネさんの家族はいないんだよ、ここには。おじかちゃんはいるけど。いいなーって眺めるしかないよね、これはね。辛い。逆に辛くないこれ。まあこれこっち行くしかないよね。どんな声だろう。太陽がなんかさ、ずーっと太陽が差す方に向かって走ってんだよね。このキツネさん。太陽が希望なのかな。しかしこのエフェクト綺麗だな。登るか。さっき落ちたところの反対みたいだね。気持ちがどん底に落ちて。よいしょ。よいしょ。危なっ。流れた。そこで鹿さんたちは幸せに暮らすんだろうね。明日でなって感じだよね。あ、目覚める？お。
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
ちょっとここで切りたいな。なんか話始まっちゃったけど。ちょっとここで一旦切ります。それではまた次回までごきげんよう。